Her words slid into me like a hidden blade between the ribs. I'm not sure about us anymore. Maybe we should take some time apart. I froze in the kitchen, staring at her. The lavender scent of her perfume hung in the air, suddenly bitter. The ticking of the wall clock grew unbearably loud, slicing through the silence. Just 3 days before Valentine's Day, Emily stood across from me. Her eyes, normally warm as a fading summer sunset, were lowered and distant, colder than I'd ever seen them. My chest clenched, as if an invisible hand had wrapped tight around my heart. Doubts, I repeated, my voice cracking under its own weight. She nodded slowly, her lips quivering. Her hands gripped the counter behind her like it was her only anchor, her shoulders stiff, her body fighting to hold itself upright. My mind spun back over the past weeks, replaying every detail, searching for the missing pieces. The late nights she'd claimed were spent at the office. Her phone always turned face down. That strange, forced quality in her laughter whenever I asked about her day. I told myself it was just the stress from her promotion, the endless hours she was putting in. We're fine, I'd whispered in my head again and again, ignoring the unease that curled inside me like smoke seeping into the walls. But now her words sat between us, heavy, immovable. What changed, Emily? I asked, stepping closer. She flinched. Not much, but just enough for my stomach to twist. It isn't one thing, she said softly, her tone delicate but edged, like a knife hidden in silk. It's us. I need space. Space to think. That word echoed through me. Space. It sounded hollow, cruel. This apartment had been our sanctuary. The bookshelves crowded with novels we'd underlined and passed back and forth. The couch where we spent lazy weekends watching movies until sunrise. Now all of it felt flimsy, like the backdrop of a play, the set of a story already over. I wanted to yell, to demand the truth. But in her eyes I saw more than guilt. There was defiance too. Something unspoken but undeniable. It lodged inside me like a splinter. That night, the bed was half empty. Emily had gone to her sister's, to clear her head. The silence pressed down on me until I couldn't breathe. And then on the coffee table I saw it. Her laptop still open, glowing in the dark. I knew it was wrong. I knew it. But desperation clawed at me, leaving me no room for pride. Her password was still our anniversary. My hands shook as I typed it in. The screen lit up, and there it was, an email thread, carelessly left behind. I can't stop thinking about you, it began. It was signed by someone named Ryan. My pulse thundered in my ears as I scrolled. The messages stretched back months, reckless, intimate, each one dripping with a passion I hadn't felt from her in so long. Meet me at the hotel. He'll never know. Every word was another cut, another crack splitting me open. I saw Emily in fragments. The woman who had sobbed into my chest the night her father died, who had doubled over laughing at my terrible puns, who had once looked at me like I was everything. Was that Emily real? Or had she been an illusion all along? Hatred tried to surface, but love clung to me stubbornly, raw and unyielding. If she wanted him, why hadn't she just left? Why drag me along like a shadow in her double life? The next morning, she returned. Her eyes were swollen, rimmed with red. She stood in the doorway, hesitant. We need to talk, she said. But I cut her off. My voice was flat. I know about Ryan. Her face crumpled, but not in shame. In relief. I didn't plan this, she whispered. It just happened. He sees me, Tom. You stopped seeing me. Her words stung deep, but I couldn't deny them completely. I had been coasting, assuming that love would carry us through, that it would be enough without tending, without effort. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't beg or plead. I just looked at her, the woman I had once pictured beside me in every version of the future, and said quietly, "You should have told me you'd already left." She packed her things that same day. The sound of her suitcase wheels scraping the floor felt louder than any scream. The door shut behind her with a hollow click, and I was left in the ruins of what we'd built together. I stood alone in the silence, wondering who had failed whom. If I had failed her, or she had failed me. Maybe both. On the wall, the calendar caught my eye. February 14th circled in red. A cruel reminder of the love we once promised, now nothing but ashes.